Welcome back to Newsmax Now. With us, Colonels Thomas Cantwell and Colonel Wesley Martin, talking more about the Iranian nuclear situation and the debate that continues to rage on Capitol Hill. Gentlemen, thanks for sticking around with us for more of this conversation. I want to get quickly to something Senator Joni Ernst said about the Iranian deal. Let's take a listen.
We still have those diplomatic options. I reject that they are not going to continue working with us, especially if we are able to work with many of the other countries that are negotiating this deal. We have to look at what we are doing to stop nuclear armament and protect other countries around the globe. That is not happening with this deal. As I stated, it provides a pathway to nuclear armament for the Iranians.
Well, Joni Ernst answering some of the criticism of the Republican Party coming from the White House, saying, look, if we don't do this type of diplomacy deal, then we have essentially nothing, and Iran is right back where they were before. Is she right, Colonel Martin? Is Senator Ernst right? Does this deal pave the way, make it easier for Iran to get a nuclear weapon?
It does. And I totally agree with Joni. And I also take this opportunity to point out, Joni is a veteran. And she comes from the current services. She knows the situation, both as a veteran and now as a congressional legislator. She's hitting it dead on target. The White House criticism against her and against the Republicans and against Menendez and other Democrats is totally wrong. They are totally on target. Iran is not going to live up to this deal. They're going to move forward, and we're releasing $110 billion so they can export terrorism. If there was one more item that could have been achieved by these negotiations, whether it was the release of the American hostages still being held, the American prisoners in Iran, or something else. We'll start with you, Colonel Martin. What would that one more provision be? They should have brought out the 3 hostages. That one wasn't that hard. All the administration had to do was push for it. Likewise, they need to bring those 2,500 people stuck at Camp Liberty out. We need to live up to our word. All right, Colonel Cantwell, your turn. Go ahead.
Well, I agree. I think that this issue of the 2,500 who are currently being imprisoned at Camp Liberty in Iraq, that issue doesn't need to wait on nuclear negotiations. It should have been handled a long time ago, and our neglect of that issue is not a good sign for the integrity of our foreign policy.
It looks like the White House is trying to pose this as this is an opening kind of round of negotiations here. If we can get something done with the Iranian nuclear deal, maybe we can keep working with Iran and get them to stop or at least try to continue the conversation to get them to behave better in the region. Do you see any door like that opening if this is actually pushed through? Colonel
I think it's fundamentally misplaced. We should be working with the Iranian people. We had a chance to do that during the Green Revolution. We should not be working with the regime. The Iranian people understand. The Iranian people can correct this problem if we support them.
Colonel Martin, last word to you.
I totally agree with Tom. And furthermore, this administration, Barack Obama is walking into a trap and he's carrying his own cheese.
All right, Barack Obama walking into his own trap, according to Colonel Wesley Martin. Thank you both for being with us. A fascinating look. Your take, what you guys know about the reality of on the ground there, just across the Iranian border in Iraq with these refugees at Camp Liberty. A difficult situation. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.